Hi, this is Destiny. Good evening, good day, good morning, good night, wherever you may be across this wonderful and beautiful globe. Guys, I am back. And if this is the first time of some of you who just come on to my YouTube channel, Destiny Forever Walks, if this is the first time, I want you to do this for me. Please watch the video. Don't like my video until you watched my video. Watch all of my videos. Your like means a hill means to me. The most important thing is the message within the videos that I be presenting or putting out there. It's for your own good. It's for you to grow, to be edified, to be encouraged, to be inspired, to learn wisdom, knowledge, and get a whole lot of understanding so you can grow and become your greater and higher self, the best version that the Creator God created for you. Now, I'm not saying that I got the best messages out there. I got the message that was given to me from the divine Creator of the universe. So I know that He gave this to me, so I know there's a reason. If it's not for you or you or you, it's for somebody else. So watch the videos. If you can, please try to watch each video to its entirety. And then if that's like, wow, that was really good information, then you like the video. So these are the process steps that should go. Then you like the video. Then you're like, whoa, that really helped me. That gave me some clarification. It gave me some verification about some things I have dealt with. That has really enlightened me. Hey, then you go tell somebody else. Come on over to Destiny Forever Walks, because this woman is laying it down real talk. She is really giving some information that's going to help your life. And then once they get over there, tell them to watch Destiny's videos, the entire video. And then they can like the video. Then go out there and share, and keep sharing, and boom, boom, whatever. But anyway, let me get started. Hi guys, this is Destiny. I am back. Yesterday I did a part one of a video that I titled, I'm looking at my notes over here. How can I forgive? How do I forgive? And how did I forgive? And I asked you guys to answer those three questions. And I put those three questions into the description box. I'm going to do the same thing today, I think. I'll see how that play out at the end. But anyway, I want you to listen to this message. This is part two. How can I forgive? How do I forgive? And how did I forgive? Now, yesterday I told you about a scenario that I went through with a very dear friend that him and I had been so close for over 17 and a half years, probably nearly 18 years. And we had the indifferences and the falling out when I became to grow into my greater and higher self, and I was not doing the things in the way that we used to do things, studying the Bible together, talking about Jesus Christ and God and all this and stuff, according to the scriptures of the Bible, that way that we were taught all our lives. But as the Creator, He began to awaken me on my spiritual journey. He awakened me to the goddess within me, to my divine higher self. And let me get on this message. I said there was two situations that I want to talk about. Well, I talked about my friend yesterday. The second situation is about a co-worker. And I was probably on the job maybe about 14 months before she came. And she came in because I am an educator, I'm a teacher. And so I needed assistant in my classroom. And she got the job, and she came in to the job, and hey, she had the most beautiful personality. She was eager to learn. She was always about everything, making sure everything was done. She caught on so quickly and so easy. She was fantastic. I loved her so much. I just gravitated to her. She was like my perfect image of me, because that's the way I am. If I'm going to do a job, I'm going to do it to my best ability. I'm going to give it everything I have. And she did all of that. And we had a wonderful time. She came in and we just worked together. We just like our energy, it was just like locked in. And we had great chemistry and all that. And then somewhere down the path, okay, let me start here. My birthday came up about a month or so after she had gotten the position in the classroom with me. And she said, let me take you out for your birthday and celebrate. I was like, you really don't have to. She said, I want to. And where she want to go, because she knew that I love crystals and stones. She said, let's go to the crystal shop and let's look around for crystals. Then we go eat. Well, we did. We had a fantastic evening out. It was beautiful and I really enjoyed myself. And she started talking to me during that time, but when we had that night out with celebrating my birthday, she was going through some really rough times because her and her boyfriend had broken up. She was really broken. She was really hurt. And she wasn't living with her mom. She wasn't living with her dad. She was living with her boyfriend's family. So by her living with her boyfriend's family, and the boyfriend has pushed her out, and I'm asking her, how can I help you? Because I don't know how the situation may turn into opposite direction now, since you're in your ex-boyfriend's family's house, and something will come up where he asked you to leave. I want you to know that you got a place, a home. And I was willing to invite her into my home because I want to take her up under my wings, in my arms, in my heart, and love on her as she was my daughter. That's how much I really, really was fascinated with her. And after a while, later on down the path, because she started acting very indifferent toward me. She wouldn't hardly speak. She wouldn't say much to me. Every time I would say something to her, she will snap at me. She will just, really was so abrupt with me. I was like, what is going on? Nothing. But the thing happened was that I am a very energetic, a very positive person. I'm a very loving person. I go around and I just love on everyone. And people gravitate to me because of my high positive energy, from my good vibes, and me speaking affirmations in their life, me talking to them all the time. And the children in the classroom love me. They really truly love me. And the children was not giving her the kind of love that they give me. They would hang on to me, around me all day long. Very few would say hi or go close to her. And she didn't like that. She started trying to compete with me because she wanted to get the attention of the children. And so I think that turned her whole attitude against me, because all the staff was loving me, all the people around, the parents was always bragging about me, and she felt like that she was not giving the attention. She was not special. She was not important. She wasn't important to the children in the classroom parents. She wasn't important to the children. She wasn't important to all the staff that always was boasting and bragging about me and coming to me every day, loving on me, bringing me gifts all the time. I would get gifts. So I think that triggered something within her. She didn't know how to deal with it. She didn't know how to talk about it. She felt like she was neglected. That's it. She was being neglected in her relationship with her mom and her dad, and that's why she ended up living with her ex-boyfriend's family. So she probably felt like, hey, someone, again, making me feel like I'm not important. But anyway, a few weeks later, I noticed she would leave the classroom. She would go out and get lost. And I was like, why's she gone? Why she stay away so long? And, I had this divine connection with the creator of the universe, because I'm always out there grounding. I got a true connection, because I am one with the universe. I am one with the divine creator. So He always give me messages. Y'all probably don't understand this, but I get my bare feet in the ground, I touch trees, I hug trees, I talk to the trees, I go out there and I worship into nature. I get out on my knees and I have meditation out into nature. So I'm open to hear everything that the universe is sending to me. So the universe kept saying, she's undermining you. I'm like, undermining me? Yes, she's undermining you. She's doing things that is contrary to who you are. And I was like, And I felt that. I really felt that because I trust the universe to give me the truth because he always does. So one day, hold and the boss called me in. And she had run to the boss and told all kinds of things about me. She's undermined me. She undermined my character, my ability in the classroom as a great teacher. She said things about me that we both do in the classroom, but all of a sudden she turned it around to be such a horrible way of doing it. And she just did everything she did to take my character, to make me feel like I was unworthy. I wasn't worth being a lead teacher in that classroom. She really undermined me. And I stood there and I let both bosses just run off their mouth and say what they want to say. I never said anything against her. I never called her out and said, well, we did these things together. We were a team. It was nothing, to affect anyone or anybody or the kids or the parents or anything. And, and that's the way we work. But no, she took it all and she turned it all around for evil folks, for not being good. So I didn't say anything. I didn't tell the boss anything about things, nothing. I said nothing. I said nothing. But I was really inside. I was just like brewing. I was like, I just want to get my hands on her and I want to show her and tell her a little something. So as I left the office of the boss, I went back into the classroom and my intention was to lay her out. Pour it on her, give it to her, make her hurt like I was hurting at that moment. And I was going straight in from the boss's office, straight up in her face, and I was going to lay her out. But as I got closer to her, the creator of the universe God pulled me back. I said, no, let go. No, you can't do that. And every time I felt it just festering back up, no. So I backed away and I said nothing. I said nothing about anything. I went on like nothing never happened. I never discussed anything that she had went up there and said to the bosses. I didn't say it. It bothered me. It hurt me. It really did hurt me. But I did not allow it to come out of me because I knew it was being very horrible. I would have handled it so wrongly. I had to let go and I had to forgive. And it went on for a long while, and I had to get to the place where I just had to replace those pains that I was experiencing when I looked at her, when I'm working around her, and I just stand there and I look at her, and I was like, I'm saying to myself, how can you do this to me? And all I did was love you. I was willing to take you in my house under my wings. I was willing to parent you, to be there. How can you hurt me? Eventually, it took me a while. Maybe a month or so, maybe a little bit longer. But I finally let go. And what I did when I let go, I just deprogrammed all those negative thoughts. I detached all those hurtful, painful feelings that she had brought upon me. And I just let it go. And I just started seeing her the way I always saw her, even though she had not fully gotten back to that person that she first came into the room. But I had to see that. And I had to see myself loving her. And that's what I did. And finally I got over it. And now today we back working together. And like I said, hey, I know what she's done before. I'm not saying that she won't go and do something else. But I don't dwell on it. I don't focus on it. I don't let it take my mind, my focus, and my attention for what I'm doing. And I just keep loving her. and I just don't even address it. I don't even acknowledge it. I act like it never existed because I had to go within myself to allow myself to be able to deal with the pain, deal with the problem situations, and I let it all go. And letting it go, sometimes you gotta let it go in love, even though one time you feel like you can't love. That's it. Let me get over here. I got my notes. I didn't mean to stay that long, but that was the second scenario that I was talking about. So today, we're going to do part two. And I'm so sorry. This took longer than I thought. That was my second scenario that I had to go through. But that situation, I think the last one with my co-teacher in the room, was the one that brought me to where I really am today. I am more stronger. I am more focused, more consciously awakened and aware of everything around me now, because that took a beating from me. And for me to overcome all of that and that hurt and that pain and that disappointment, that really caused me to grow in the ways that I could never imagine. So how can I forgive? How do I forgive? And how did I forgive, part two? And when it comes to you holding back your forgiveness, usually, people, there are several reasons for that. And these are some of the reasons. You feel with thoughts of retribution or revenge. I almost went there. You enjoy feeling superior. You don't know how to resolve a situation, or you are addicted to the adrenaline that anger provides. You self-identify yourself as a victim, or you're afraid that by forgiving, you have to reconnect or lose your connection with the other person. And these reasons not to forgive can be resolved by becoming more familiar with yourself, becoming more familiar with your thoughts and your feelings, and with your boundaries and your needs as well. And in the last video, I explained what forgiveness is not. You gotta go back and pick up part one. You're gonna go back and get part one. It talks about what forgiveness is not. And while it is so hard to do, it is so hard to do, but it takes a constantly effort. I mean, you gotta just let go and detach everything, all those crazy thoughts, all those things that's coming inside your head. Go get them, go revenge. You know, you gotta detach them. Now let me explain why forgiveness requires feeling willing to forgive. Sometimes you won't forgive because the hurt went too deep, so deeply. Or because the person was too abusive, or because the person, they expressed no regret for what they have done to you. So do not attempt to forgive someone before you have identified with what caused that horrible, terrible situation. And do not attempt to forgive if you have not fully felt the negative effects from it, where you can pull yourself back in line with the truth. Or do not forgive if you have not yet expressed your feelings, or you have not released your anger, or if you have not released that pain. You better make sure you got to go through all those steps to be accurately correct, that when I reach to that place, when I said it's done, it's over with, and I forgave and I'm moving on, then you will know that it's done, and you won't have to go back through all that rehearsing, that pain, those feelings, and all that hatred and that revenge coming up again. So people, if you decide that you are willing to forgive, then you're going to have to find a good place, and a place where you can find that time alone, so you can get a hold to your thoughts, hold to your emotions and your feelings, and you're going to have to just have a heart-to-heart talk with yourself, and you're going to deal with every single thing. Break it down to the smallest fraction till you got your grips on it. That it no longer gripping you. It no longer has a hold on you. It no longer has power over you, but now you're in control of it. So then trying to step out of that and say, you know, I'm ready to forgive. I'm ready to let go. So if you decide that you are willing to forgive, please go and find a good place and time to be alone with your thoughts. And then I'm going to give you 4 steps to why forgiving is important even when it feels impossible. 4 steps to why forgiving someone or even yourself is important even when it feels so impossible. Run through this. Number 1, I'm reading this from my notes. Think about the incident that angered you. Accept that it happened. You got to accept, you got to acknowledge it happened. It's real. But you don't live in the negativity. You deal with it. You work with it. You work through it till you work yourself out of it. What did it make you learn about yourself when you went through that? What did it make you know about your needs and your boundaries? Not only did you survive the incident, people, perhaps you grew from it, and that's where I told you I grew from the incident with that young co-teacher in my room. I never thought I would get over that, but I did. I grew. Number 2, acknowledge the growth you experienced as a result of what happened. What did it make you learn about yourself? And what did it make you learn about your needs again? And I already gone through that. So, let's start this over because I want to get this right, guys. I'm going to give you 4 steps to forgive. Even though you feel like you can't forgive, I'm going to give you 4 steps to forgive, even when it feels impossible. Number 1, think about the incident that angered you. Accept that it happened. Accept how you felt about it and how it made you react. In order to forgive people, you need to acknowledge the reality of what occurred and how you were affected by that situation. Number 2, acknowledge the growth that you experienced as a result of what happened. What did it make you learn about yourself? Or what did it make you learn about your needs? And what did it make you learn about your boundaries? Not only did you survive the incident, people, perhaps you grew from it. Number 3, now think about the other person. That person, he or she, is flawed because all human beings, they are flawed. That person, he or she, acted from limited beliefs, and we take a turn suddenly into another direction or to another position when we feel like we've been undermined or hurt, or we can't forgive someone or someone, whatever they done so wrong to us, is hard and impossible for us to give. So, because that happens, because we act, as I said, from our limited beliefs. When you were hurt, the other person were trying to have a need of their own met. And I was talking about the young co-teacher. She felt like she was abandoned by her mom, her dad. She was neglected by her parents. She always felt like she was pushed away. They never spent time, and she was hurt over that. And then she had this horrible breakup with her boyfriend, another neglect. So she had needs. So to meet those needs, she had to go out and create something to make someone else bad, because misery loves company. So she had to find a way to have her own needs met, and she came at me and she damaged me, and she thought, but I got beyond it because I didn't give into it. So what do you think this need was? This person may have needed because they hurt you or they did not forgive you. And why did the person go about it in such a hurtful way, doing what they done to destroy you, to hurt you, to undermine you? Think about that. And number 4, finally, you decide whether or not you want to tell the other person that you have forgiven him or her. And if you decide not to express forgiveness directly, then do it on your own. You can just, like, I had to work through it on my own. I had to go and talk to myself. I had to go and talk to the creator of the universe. I had to go and just sit down with me. So what I do, just talk to yourself. You say the words, I forgive you. And you say it out loud. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. You say it out as loud as you can. Get alone where nobody else knows what's going on but just you. And you make sure you just keep screaming that I forgive you. And each time you keep saying, you loosen that chain. You're breaking that thing that was holding you to that anger, that frustration, that bitterness, that revenge that you want to get them back. Just shout it out loud. I forgive you. And then you add as much explanation as you feel is merited, that you can let go, that you can forgive, that you can return to love again toward that person. And you must let go in order to heal. So guys, forgiveness, it puts the final seal on what happened that hurt you. And if you never forgive, you're going to stay in that place of hurt, that place of fear and pain, that place of living in denial. And you only keep hurting yourself, and you're always going to end up bitter toward other people, but you become more bitter toward yourself to the point you're not going to like who you are anymore. So forgiveness, it puts the final seal on what happened that hurt you. You will still remember what happened. Yes, you're going to remember it. But you will no longer be bound by it because you're letting go. You're breaking the chains. Having to work through the feelings and you learn what you need to do, it will strengthen you. It will strengthen you in every way. It will make you whole, heal, wholesome, healthy, and complete. It will give you a positive look on your life again. And like I said, you get that strength like you never knew that you had. Strengthen your boundaries as well. And also it will get your needs met. And it will help you to be able to be better to take care of yourself in the future. Because I dealt with it now and I know how to deal with it. And each time you get better and better because you purpose yourself to. Forgiving the other person is a wonderful way to honor yourself. You got to love yourself enough to do that. Honor yourself. And it also affirms to the universe that you deserve to be happy. That is part 2, and I'm out of here. Go back and pick up part 1. Pick up part 1, listen to the whole video. Listen, then you move on into part 2. How can I forgive? How do I forgive? And how did I forgive? That is it. Guys, I will see you at the next video. Whether it be your house or mine. I'm out of here. Namaste.